Hi guys, and join me in the latest train sim review and showcase. Today we're taking a look at the Armstrong Powerhouse Class 67 Enhancement Pack. First thing to note about Armstrong Powerhouse, they're the best for Train Simulator. That's the first thing I'm going to say. Second, in order to understand how Armstrong Powerhouse's DLC work, you have to see their category. So they've got rolling stock, enhancement packs and sound packs. Rolling stock are just things that you buy and you get them as a standalone DLC that you can use freely. Enhancement packs are packs that improve previously released things, usually by DTG, and you basically install it and it gives you a whole ton of liveries, like you can see here, and basically tons and tons of stuff, like features, better textures, evidently sounds, which is what AP is best at, not improved physics, realistic physics, and lots more. Sometimes even a GSMR, and then you've also got sound packs, which are the most basic of them all, and it's basically the same as an enhancement pack, but usually without the physics and just the sounds. Right, so to start off, we're going to be driving the EWS one. So the first thing you get with this pack is loads of liveries in 3 variants. So I've placed different variants down here. So this is an Arriva Trains Wales. So this is the Arriva Trains Wales livery in the second weathering. So it's a little bit kind of drizzly down the side. This is the cleanest. I've put this one as cleanest, which is Bellman British Pullman, which is actually a really nice livery. As you can see, all the texturing is really, really nice and lovely. Basically, there's no other way of saying it. You can hear all the Spirax valves clicking. You get Colossus rail. This is a maximum weathered Colossus rail. You can see all the dirt on it. This is EWS Royal, I think it is. But it's EWS, but I think it's Royal livery. I think it's called. Yes, it's Royal. There you go. Then this is the same version but in DB. So at least that's 3D, by the way, at a later stage. Then we've got this, which is Wrexham and Shropshire. Then this is a livery you can get from Major Wales. If you also have the Mark IV DVT and 91 pack from Enhancement Pack, which is basically the Transport for Wales 67, which is quite nice. So this isn't included in the pack, but it's freeware, and you just go and download it over Major Wales website, and it looks absolutely lovely. So this is Wrexham and Shropshire. This is Caledonian Sleeper, which is always lovely to have. This is DB Schenker. That's a bit buggy, sorry about that. This is another DB Schenker. This is one of my favourite EWS liveries, which shows you the lion, the thingy, and the other thing. I don't know what they're called. I don't want to make a mess of myself. And you can see through their light in real life. Got the lovely. You can change the numbers as usual with everything in trains. And this is Chiltern Railway. Don't know why it hasn't got a branding patch. It doesn't. It's really weird. Chiltern stuff doesn't get branded. This is one of my favourite liveries for the 67, which is the Maple Leaf DB Schenker one. And then this is DB Schenker without the leaf. This is another really nice one as well, which is DB, but in grey. It's very much like the CWS one, which I love, as I said. And then we've got the Diamond Jubilee one, which I remember Hornby. That's actually really cool. I remember Hornby made a right thing about it, and they had these models everywhere, and they're like, look at our Class 67s. I actually got a Class 67 of Hornby, and it's really good. Look at our Class 67s, they're really nice. So we're going to be driving, I think, for me, the 67s are most famous in, which is EWS livery, just classic EWS. Right, so as you can see, the liveries are miles better than the DTG ones. You've already got that lovely ticking Spirax. So first impressions, the cab is the same. There is no new cab. Looks fine though. It really does. Don't know why that hasn't been clicked in. My fault, I didn't do that. Right, no opening doors. Expected because it wasn't on the DTG one. You can open windows. And it's got the appropriate sounds. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly head into the other cab. So you can turn on, it's not like cycled lights, you can actually customize them. So we're just going to turn on our tail lights, which I forgot where they were. But you can see them, and it's got proving lights, which I'll show you in a minute. So we just quickly turn on tail lights in this cab. Right. Next thing you can do, master key works. So we can insert that. We're going to go and do that now. and you can reset the AWS. Right, next thing, EM2000 works. If you've got a laptop like mine, you can't use it, but the lucky thing is I have a keyboard which will let me use it. We'll have a look at that in a minute. No NRN, because it's an enhancement pack. Right, proving lights up there. If I move the headlight switch, you can see it traversing through the different positions. And I'll show you on the exterior, the headlight textures are absolutely lovely. So those are the tail lights there. There you go. You can see the little lines and everything in the bowl, which is lovely. These are day heads, these are markers, and those are night heads. So we'll just get us on day headlights. Now, I'm going to start the engine shortly. Also, you can turn on parking brake, which has got a sound. No, it doesn't. That's weird. And then off parking brake, you've got DRA. For those that you don't know, these were made in Spain, in Toledo, and they can do 125 miles an hour. They're one of they rarely ever reach that speed, but they are designed for 125 miles an hour. Then it's got a passenger goods switch that lets me change the brakes between passenger now and goods timing. There you go. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the engine. We'll keep the parking brake on, like as if it were in real life. So we're going to go and turn on the EM2000 to look at our data meters. So control, there we go. That's our EM2000 turned on. We're going to go data meters. So I'm a bit confused with this one. It's a bit confusing. Power data. There we go. That's what I wanted. Right, so I'm going to shut up. I'm going to turn up my game sound so that you can hear it. And you're even going to be able to hear that little kind of alarm thing that 66s have. So here goes, the 67 startup. There you go. It's just quite simple. You can see all the stuff, the sounds, of course, in here are different. Let me quickly turn the game sounds down to there a bit more. Right. So, right, next thing you can do is, you know what that's doing? Something. I don't know. Right. You can isolate AWS and DVD. By default, you get it like that. With DVD isolated, it's Control D. Got them all on, but you can do Control A to turn AWS on, and then Control D to turn that off, and you can do them both. But I'm going to turn them both on. We're going to turn off the parking brake. We're going to release brakes. Just hold the brakes on with the loco brake. And release the train brake. Right, next thing, as per usual, with AP packs. Well, actually, if I open the windows, you can hear exterior sounds. That's quite usual. The wipers have got realistic sounds. No, and blind. We've got a train length button, which I'll show you in a minute. We've got a fully working reverser. AWS reset, which is a weird thing. Those are the windscreen wipers. It's got the DVD pedal down there. So as per usual with AP packs, we've got clag factor, which is basically this is assigned at random when you start a scenario. It's basically how much smoke and how well maintained the loco is. So evidently, if it's fresh out of the factory, it's going to have very little smoke. So we would turn that right down. Usually, if you leave it on, it'll change every time to be realistic. But say you want it really claggy, you just turn it up to the maximum. And then you can do the same with the motors. If it's really well maintained, then you turn it right down to 1 and they're really quiet. If you turn they're really badly, turn them up to 6 and they're really loud. So we're going to have it all on maximum just so that you can hear it more than anything. I usually just leave it randomised, except for the 37. Right, so DRA works. Pull that out, and it actually works. If I well, I will show you the loco brake and all that from the outside. Sounds. If I turn on the DRA, we don't get any amps. Right, so this is. Can't really hear train brake release, but you can hear loco brake release. turn my... Probably can hear that very well. Let me get you a little bit louder. Right, so this is loco brake apply and release. It wasn't really a sound for apply. And then this is emergency brake. It's a bit like bloody model railways trying to show the thing off. There we go. Just release the brakes, get rid of DRA. Right, we're released. Tell you what, we'll turn off the. I'll keep the EM 2000 on for a minute. Right. We'll get us in forwards. You're going to hear the sounds, which are absolutely amazing. So just get forwards. And horn from the inside. And from the outside. So let's just give it a bit of power. Got that nice digital speeder. There we go. You can hear that. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to let you hear this wonderful flange squeal. Wonderful horn too. And we're just going to thrash it. That's full power from the outside. You'll probably be able to see the clag. Yeah, there you go. There's this. It's got dynamic smoke, so you can just see the smoke kind of curl over the side of the loco. Right, I'm going to throttle down now. Right. So flange squeal at a bit of high speed. So I'm going to slow down a bit so I can thrash it. The physics are 100% accurate. Not 100%, but like 99.9999% accurate. Right, so this is full power from the inside, which absolutely sounds wonderful because you can hear the whole thing rattling. Let me shut up and let you hear it. And that's enough because we're going to derail if I don't slow down now. Ooh. But those sounds are so good. We'll give it another loop around the track. Which is absolutely adorable. I love this track so much. Just checking the points are set. And now I'm going to thrash it a little bit more next straight. I'm going to show you what else we can find on the EM2000, which should be 1. We can do... Oh yeah, running totals is quite cool. Oh, you could also turn it off. It's control. I'll keep on. That's DVD. So we'll do a couple more loops actually by the time I've figured this out. Right, this is actually a really nice loco to drive for long runs. So if you're ever looking, there we go. Can I go up? Can I go bloody up? No, just turn it on again. Now I know how to do it. So Control 6, Control 2. Running totals is really cool. Watch this. Lifetime totals. So you can actually set this to data since July 99. All these hours. So cool. And it even tells you unit number. EWS 67011. That is mega cool. That is. I'll tell you that. Right, and then what else can we do? So it was control 1, 1, 1. We can do self-test. I don't think we can do self-tests. No. Unit information. Yeah, it just tells us how much fuel, what date it is. You can actually modify all this to print like a little receipt on that. Traction cutout, I don't think that works. No. Just quickly turn it on and off again because I don't know how to do me. Okay, so fault archive, I don't think we can do that. No. Running totals, I've shown you. English metric is just the units. Maintenance, you just do. You can at least go to the menu, and then data meters, which is really cool. You can go to. I don't think you can. Let's see. Can you do quick control? No. Can you do cooling system? Yes, you can have a look at this. And depends on how high the engine RPM is. It'll tell you different things. And what's this? That's weird. Right, well that's, you've seen the M2000 there. Oops, no thanks. Now, once we'll do one more loop and get it up to a little bit of speed. Now slow down so you can hear a proper flash. I'll show you the train length button. So the way that works is you put, I don't know how it works technologically. I'll just quickly slow down to 20. So there's like some kind of thing that the train detects the front and the end of the train, so it knows the speed it's going. So basically, I don't know what it's for, but it basically beeps at the front when you you press it, and then it beeps once, and then once the back of the train. I think you set that up using. Yeah, I remember you set that up using the data cord. So once you've told the train how long it is, it tells you the speed or something like that. I don't know, but it's basically a beep when you press it, and then when the last wagon goes through. It also does a beep. So given we're in a loco, it will just go beep beep. So we'll do it now. There you go. So it's just, you press it once. Oh no, that's the driver's. Yeah, because these things do a lot of work on passenger stock. It's got a driver to guard button. It's also got that lovely thing for night work, which is actually really nice, believe it or not. It's. What is? I don't know what I'm doing. Whatever that was, I don't like it. It's F. I can't remember what the key was to the R. There you go. So now we'll thrash it so you can hear it thrash again. Got the amps there, you shouldn't really go over the 3,000 mark, but just we need to get up to speed quick. See the dynamic clag there, looking lovely. And we're doing too much speed. Go down and crash again. This always happens on my first looks. It's absolutely hilarious. Right, so you've seen the 67. This is the problem with this track is it's not super elevated. I'm going to try and super elevate it. Right. Right, so how would I rate this pack out of 10? With all the variation we have, the quality of the sounds, there's just the odd thing that doesn't work like NRN, because it wasn't possible then when they made this pack. I think we can safely rate this pack 8.5 out of 10. Very, very, very decent pack, lots of variation, very accurate physics, very accurate sounds. You've got all the clag factor and motor factor, you've got the... It's just absolutely wonderful, and then you can also get the Major Wales reskin with this one, with the Arriva Train Wales, not Arriva Trains, Transport for Wales Mark 4s and Mark 4 DVT. and it's absolutely awesome. So would I recommend this pack? Yes, if you're a modern day, if you like simulating modern days, then go over to Armstrong Powerhouse. Don't forget to get the DDG one if you don't have it. It's the EWS Class 67, the one that you need, not the. It's that one. It doesn't work with the other one because it's two, and the other one's really cheap. It's like £1. Head over to Armstrong Powerhouse. This should cost you a total of. So if you've got the Steam version, which costs Class 67 is £2. This version is now £2.39 on sale. Usually it would just be like £5, I guess. And then there's the other one that's like ATP, but that's ATP as in not automatic train protection, as in 80p. So this is usually £5.99, and it is actually really worth it. And so get that one. So that should cost you £6, together with the 67 enhancement pack from AP themselves, which is £11.99. So not the most expensive one, and it comes with loads of features. So that would cost you a total of about 17, which is not bad. And you get loads. You get lovely scenarios for the South Wales Coastal, which I haven't got, but anyway. I was just reading that it's not compatible with the new scenarios. So it's not the new South Wales Coastal, it's the old South Wales Coastal. So yes, I hope you've enjoyed this little review, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys.